What is 0? But we know 0, but what are the inner philosophical terms we use in different purposes 0? Where at first, if we consider 0 as a number, so this number that helps any digit number to increase their digit. If we making a combinations with 1 with 0, we find 10, 2 with 0, 11, and 1 with double 0, that will meaning 100. So in this way we can increase any kind of number. And 0 sometimes use additive identity element in abstract group. In abstract group, if we observe, that's additive identity. That means if G plus be a group with respect to the binary operation plus, then if 0 belongs to B and A belongs to G be any element, then we find A plus 0, that will be A, the same element. So 0 is the identity element. Of G with respect to plus. And if we say the figure of 0, if we consider the figure of 0, there is no initial and no terminal point at all. This is the philosophy, that there it is, this is endless, and in a cyclical order we draw the 0, and this 0 maintain the balance. That's why in any type of equations 0 maintain the balancing factor. If we considering any equation like x square equals to 2, x be the real number, then we consider here x equals to root 2, and if we considering it, then root 2 whole square equals to 2, that means 2 equals to 2, that means 2 minus 0 equals to 0, that means 0 equals to 0. So ultimately here we using 0 equals to 0, that will maintain the balancing factor. But we are only making the solution of the root of the equation. That means this root 2 belongs to R. That means x is the solution or root of the equations, and this root is nothing but the 0. If we consider philosophically, that's a sea level or the root level of any tree, then we make the ground as a 0 level or ground level. In sometimes it's happened. This is a ground level, that's a tree, and under it's called the root. And sea level, if we consider here as a 0 level, and if we consider an axis system, that's a 0 level, and under the 0 level this will be negative, over the 0 level we consider it as a positive. So it is our convention. And these imbalance factors in the world, what happens? That's the unjustness, and if everything in everywhere we want to take the balancing factor, balancing way, that means we wish to turn in the 0 level or ground level. That's to make our balancing factor. And if we make a complex type of valuations like a plus ib format, then we can also use as a 0 is equal to 0 plus I into 0. So this is a complex valued function also we can represent, not only real but also in complex plane we can represent 0. So here 0 also there. And another interesting result, 0 has the capacity to turn any element, including to make themselves, to engulf himself. Like if we multiply any element with 0, that makes 0. So 0 engulf x. This is also a factor that 0 engulf any type of element with respect to the operation multiplications. If we considering here like a black hole, if this black holes also turns any kind of body to their selves, this is also the part. And if we think as a sky, that we find also type of 0. So in this way we can find there are the many significance of zeros. Today we end our discussion regarding 0. If you like my video, like it, share it, subscribe the channel. Thanks for watching.